Hello and welcome. Welcome back to my art stream. Welcome to the Ryan Francis art stream, the Master Fran art stream. I'm your host with the most, Ryan Francis, Master Fran, all that stuff. How's it going, everybody? I hope everybody's been doing good. I've been slightly sick, but I'm doing alright. Yeah, I've missed 2 weeks of streaming because I missed 2 weeks of streaming because I had a birthday. So as of this stream, I'm currently 31. 31 years old, which means I am heckin' old. So that's kind of just been, well, I'm trying not to let the existentialness stick in. But yeah, that's kind of just how that goes. What have I been up to? I've been alright. I've missed a bunch of streams, I'd say. And it's mostly just me being lax about my scheduling. I guess I'm still just not used to streaming on a regular schedule, especially when I'm just tired and I just don't want to draw. Sometimes I draw, and sometimes I'm kind of like, I'd like to just draw in silence or everything else. And usually I do most of my drawing in the morning. Like, I'd say once it passes 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I lose all my drive to do any kind of coloring or drawing or anything like that. Where are you? Sorry about that. I've been sick too. I've just been sick for the past 2 weeks. What have I been sick with? I don't know. My dad's been sick too, and then my mom got sick, and then everything kind of just spread to me. So that's kind of just been how that goes. Cannot figure out which layers is the big owl statue. Come on. Give you the statue. I'll call you sword statue because I seriously don't remember. But yeah, I've been, well, just doing other stuff. Just recently I got home from Peoria Con, so that was last weekend on the 4th and 5th. Like the weekend after my birthday, I had a big con in Peoria, Illinois, and it was pretty large. It was probably my largest convention so far. And I sold a lot of my cat stickers and all that stuff, so that's been pretty cool. Just making a decent chunk from the statues. So that's kind of just what I've been doing for, for selling my statues and all that. So yeah, pardon me for just not paying too much attention. I've kind of just been, I guess, not busy, but more just, I'd say, distracted. Again, I don't like speaking while drawing, and I guess I'm kind of just fiddling around with this. I should probably talk about what I'm currently doing right now. So what I'm doing right now is I'm working on some gate environments for Black Mass, working on the underwater owlbear temple here. And I've actually been making what's basically a sloppy doorway. I think this one was my initial doorway, where it was more curved around. And probably could still salvage this, but it's kind of like one of those things where, Well, yeah. A lot of these are me kind of just trying to figure out what the heck to do with the temple stuff. And a lot of the temple stuff is just me working on a bunch of things. I've run into a slight art block when it comes to kind of just figuring out the environment stuff, so I went back and worked on it in paper and kind of just tried to just break it down into just the general composition. So what you're seeing right here in PureRef is my scans I did in a gridded sketchbook, and these are the sketches I did on grid paper to kind of just figure out, okay, what's the layout to kind of just make Cole walk forward inside. And what I did is kind of just experiment with, figure out, okay, what do 2D platforms look like? What will it look like for Cole, walk inside? And try to figure out some various ways of kind of thinking about the interiors of it. Trying to think about a rough idea of how the background loop will look. And that's kind of figuring out something with like a bunch of pillars and stuff like that. Pillars are a little generic, I'll admit. Have going off. I think when I was working on these, I was going off of my memory in photos on Pinterest and Google and stuff like that, because I'd say my research when it comes to just reference hunting for environments is inadequate compared to the character design, I'll admit. But I'm doing what I can. It still looks alright for the most part. And I try to do my best to kind of just adhere to these sketches to not overwhelm myself. And so sorry. But yeah, kind of just going off of these initial stone blocks where it's buried in stone, and within the stone you have the actual sculpted walls, and you have stone statues. This lighting is what I really want to go for. This really harsh, hard lighting that has nice definition, like a nice defined light where it just shows the path forward. And these stairs down here are just simple light lines. That's kind of just what I'm trying to shoot for with a lot of the concepts and stuff like that. And that's one difficult thing when it comes to just environment drawing that I'm slowly learning, is kind of just make it clear enough that you know where it is, but gritty enough to at least still be interesting. And figure out, okay, what kind of details do I prioritize? Do I add bones to the ground? Do I add little lights? Another little caveat is it might be underground, and it might be sealed. The entrance might be sealed. Yeah, speaking of which, I actually am missing a Pinterest drawing that I found on Pinterest, which was actually pretty relevant to what I need to do. Just take some time to kind of just look at my Pinterest, I guess, pins or likes or whatever it is. Because there was one thing that I want to... here it is. So let me just open the image in a new tab. I'm actually going to drag you here. This is pretty cool. It just mossy pile of bricks. Sorry. Yeah, I'm I have a cold right now. I should probably just put on a sweater real quick. Right. There. But yeah, just staring at a bunch of moss, and I think I was just grabbing just a bunch of brickworks that kind of just figure out, okay, what do I actually want to keep? Okay, just working off like, access denied. Damn it. Okay. Little things like this. I know this is like straight up like Indian stuff, and I think I'm starting to realize I do need to figure out a coherent, I'd say, culture for the owlbears, because otherwise I'm kind of just meandering and looking for aesthetics instead of just diving in. Because I'd say the most I'm thinking about owlbears is like they're modeled off of burrowing owls and Indian bears or sloth bears or stuff like that, because burrowing owls have a giant habitat in South America, and so do like Indian bears. So I'm like, okay, maybe they're like combined like that, so I'll go for, find some South American runes and things like that and just tilt in that direction. Of course, I absolutely does not read at all, and I think this is a matter of me like not doing enough due diligence to kind of just figure out the art direction for this. Let's see. Because it's kind of like you have brickwork. Also, some of these references are also fake. Like they're not real places. They're like tourist traps and stuff like that. Like this one specifically, even though it looks, it looks aesthetically good. Like it's because it's man-made. It's not an actual ancient temple. It's actually, I'm assuming, a hotel, tourist trap area. But I like the vibes of it. I like at least the energy of it. It's slightly flooded. There's a bit of water in it, and Cole would need to wade through a submerged cavern to get through, like a slight grotto, or like basically the temple is buried underground, of course, due to earthquakes and constantly shifting, what's it called? Earthen plates, I think it is. And also moles. Like moles are constantly like digging up the planet to the point where, the map will flat out change. That's basically the lore reason for if we ever make a sequel to Black Mass and we just make a whole different world map. That's just a general dumb explanation. Like, I want to at least try to make it absurd enough. Like, the world building with Black Mass has kind of just been on my head too hard, and I feel like I've been too precious about the world building in Black Mask, and I guess I'm just so worried about forking it up that I just want to not feel as I feel like I'm kind of just holding myself back from really doing things. So it's probably just a psychological thing that I gotta beat. So that's kind of just what I've been up to. Oh yeah, here's some older version of the background here, and it's kind of just going off of this as a odd like little thing. Rocks. I'll take these rocks actually. Copy. Put that here. New layer. Yep. I accidentally... What'd I do? Select brush bounds? Oh, I know what I did wrong. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of today is just figuring out what the hell I'm doing. I kind of just figure out what I need to be doing. A bunch of rocks. You know, actually, what I really should be doing is salvaging all my stuff and kind of just putting it here. Because what I've actually set up is a kind of... What I've actually set up here is a personal template for just the backgrounds, where it's like a universal background template. And that was gonna be the whole, you know, just general, okay, here's how I plan the compositions of everything, where this is the general 16 by 9 widescreen area in blue where it's like the live. But then you have margins where you could either have the loop lines, or you'd have the ground or the UI or something like that. Of course, you know, there's still a bunch of stuff to that, and I completely forgotten a lot of the Game Boy stuff with this. So, you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna hide you. Just these characters. This is Torch. Yeah. Dark temple background. Doorway. Yeah. This was also supposed to be part of the loop, so let me see. Yeah, exactly. Like, this was supposed to be a basic loop, actually, where the brickwork would just loop and you could just tell that the statues would, like, repeat and stuff. And, you know, it would look like... It would look, you know, real convincing. And nice and soft. At first I was worried that it was uneven and wasn't like perfect. But honestly, I'm not with the general Game Boy technology these days. I could afford to be rough. It's just I'm unreasonably perfectionist about this. I think one big thing that I'm still trying to get over is just my perfectionism. And it's very easy for me to just be a perfectionist about my artwork. I don't have to be. Well, I'll worry about this later, because it's like, I don't like this, but I like the idea. Like, a lot of these are mock-ups I've made in Pixaxie, and I import them in Aseprite because I want to get them working here. What I'm actually gonna do, or better yet, I'll just copy. There. Paste. Come on. Oh, I know what happened. Okay. What I can do with this. Alright. I think I know what I can do now. So, I'll select you. A nice grid area. I'll clear you out to replace you with the bricks that I had initially. Oh. Did I? Yeah, how'd I know? Yeah. You can probably tell from just my past posts is that environments actually aren't my strong suit, which personally I feel like that's a failure of me as an artist. And I could wax poetic about how much I suck as an artist, or I can wipe myself down and, acquire proficiency. That's what I'm going to be doing. Going to be getting good overall, so. You put here. There we are. One. Corner here. There. They put some bricks down here. Yeah, probably we need to make a corner piece here, something. Probably do it. Because obviously I want a slight rise to it. It's the characters walk in. Probably wouldn't have the walk in down here. The characters would probably be slightly higher actually. That is technically supposed to be the ground, really. This is supposed to be the ground safe area. But let me double check my Game Boy stuff. Yeah, apologize for basically just this being uneventful. But you know what? I'm gonna turn up the music actually, because you probably want to listen to a bit of music because I don't really have much to say other than here's my work. So turn up the music while I just file hunt. You know, for those who are watching, thanks for watching. For those who want to chat, you know, feel free to chat. I don't know if I'll answer, but, you know, thanks for stopping by. So sorry, I am freaking sick. Pixlr. Okay, samples. I really needed to find my maps. Where are the So, Castlevania College looks like this. Thing is, it's more 8-bit. Like, I'd say this is more ocean. Hopefully, everything fits 60 by 60. Which it doesn't fit 8 by 8, actually. This is kind of a problem, actually, because oh well. Doesn't work another way. As this one is. Now it's one. Metro. They need like a cave system. Yeah, this works. This looks like cave, but I'm not sure. 2 looks as more. Oh, it looks more lame, actually. These look like generic rocks. Ugh. Sorry. Yeah, it's goes to like an actual art direction. These look more rocks than that's pretty nice. Why another thing? I do like how it's arranged where there's some slight Yes. Also gonna totally like steal these trees because yeah, these trees they're well designed. Shantae is a master class in learning how to like push the game towards pixel art and what to do maximum inflation. A lot of times I'll just be in a giant reference hunt. I'll just look at references just to figure out what the hell I'm actually doing. That's usually just how I just tackle most of these things. I just do this. Like, I really like Virtual Boy Wario Land's look. It looks fantastic, like the use of shadows and stuff like that. Like, I got really hone in on this because I really like how this looks. I think I got that. I think I can make this work in a way. Because a lot of these are planned in 8-bit style. Like, I'd have to like get a warrior spread to kind of see. It looks like it's 16-bit. Let me see. 16. It looks close. It looks, yeah, I think this is 16 by 16. That's good. That means I'm not a crazy person. I think I can close you. If I need to open you again, I can then open this background again. What I really need to be doing is actually importing as many of the things on because here's what I need to do. Import this outside pillar. Import this outside pillar. Put it like roughly here. Probably like statue pillar. What it's supposed to be is it's supposed to be this initial it's supposed to be like something like this, like a slight like a ramp, like a rail ramp. We're supposed to be like a stairway perhaps, like something similar to this where there's a slight rise. It marks like where the statue temple is. This looks like an appropriate amount of grid for this. I'm gonna see if I can add more rocks. I'm sure you probably like understand what this is supposed to be. Let's see if I can't find like another thing that shows an example of, I guess, what the temple's supposed to look like. But I have a bunch of stuff that's actually also on my iPad where it's on VizRef actually. I could hide the character. But I also need to send the box. I need to grab like a temple from that. And inside, like here. Again, this is supposed to be light leading the way inside. Also, I think this is brown. Is this locked? Yeah, this is the right one. Come on. Oh, I know what's wrong. Crap. Wow. It's completely different colors. And one thing that actually sucks is that I have to, because I can see it, like you probably can't see the color differences, but you can tell that it's gray as opposed to it being this color. I think I'll, like, for the sake of demonstration, just show that all the colors are not actually black. Because this grid's supposed to be, I guess, off blue, like really dark blue. And the one thing that really sucks is that... Okay, I think I'm making progress with this. I guess I just didn't have continuous on. Alright. Then that should actually... Fuck this. Okay. What this needs to do now is it's supposed to look like lights leading in. Lights leading in, like it's supposed to be like lit on the inside, and it leads coal inside the temple. So we show the brick tile. Brick tile probably could be even higher. Brick tile's probably like this high. Because I probably would need to make room for the UI or whatever. Top of it, like middles. Sorry, I am so sorry. I am coughing all over. Probably. Right. One thing that sucks is that this doesn't like read as a corner exactly. Like this reads more like, I guess, a brick tile looking like another brick tile. I could probably like duplicate this. Duplicate you, then probably recolor this so alright, then recolor you so there's a bit of a outline there. I could probably just do that. That sort of works. I would need to add like this would work. But I do want to contrast it with the lighter blue with the line work. So you can just clearly delineate that one's a floor and one's not the floor. So at least you're sort of able to tell, like, okay, this is the floor, and the background's supposed to fade out. Because, you know, this is supposed to fade into the background too. Like, actually, looking at this, it's not as clear. But I like that there's a slight grade on the ground to kind of just say that, yeah, this ain't attached to the ground. So that's a nice technique. I should freaking swipe is to uh-oh. Oh, this is fascinating. They changed the brick tiles. Okay. Yeah, well. Let me see if I can't find, like, I guess the Temple Tiles master file here. They at least want to keep this. Yeah, I like that. I'm like, what have I been doing with this? Okay. Oh, I know what this is. Okay. My tile sets are now just completely unorganized, so you know what? It's like, I keep just making whole new fucking files for like this tile set. Just fuck it. We're just going to make tiles all over the goddamn place. Copy. Paste. Oh. They're all good. Turn them all into this working tiles. Yeah, we're just gonna drop so many fucking tiles. This is okay. I have 4 different brick tiles. I need to like make them out. I think I'm gonna actually make pink. 5 phasing bricks. Sorry. Yeah, it's taking a while for me to kind of just figure out what the fuck's my work flow. I get it. I do this like the earlier ones. Say, sort of like the Metroid ones. Keep it with tiles along. Probably like make a new just flat colored tile that's just called black. I like this is just a universal, just black. Like no bullshit, just it's black. Fuck. Doesn't look any better, but whatever. Okay. I could probably like make a new sprite where it's this plus version. Okay. lot of this is kind of me trying to figure out, okay, what the heck is actually Rocket League sounds like Rocket League plays like a game that I would have played when I was a child. I feel unreasonably nostalgic whenever I hear Rocket League soundtrack, even though it's a completely new game. I've never played it in my life. But I'm like, well, just watch this play out. As I do this, I'm realizing how crappy my brake tiles actually are. I'm like, oh, look at all this drift. Shame it looks sort of ass. Yeah, well. But I do like that this is a new corner tile. I just rather like make this really round bricks. Might as well like save this as this master tile. I don't know why. Still, it looks pretty alright, actually. I think one thing that I still haven't done is I forgot to see if the ground underground water so sorry. 1 second, I'm getting like freaking. Oh, in fact, we gotta take a break. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. I'm slightly warmer and got a cup of juice. I'm in a better spot, hopefully. Still probably sneezy, but I'll try not to like go nuts with this. So what I need are some ground textures. I realize I don't even have any ground tiles. I need to make some. I know what I need. Didn't I have any, like... I swear I had some... like... cave rock tiles somewhere. If not, I'll just make some new ones. Let's duplicate this. But instead... I can start with is now just figure out. Okay. Zoom. Are you? Now, the one thing that kind of sucks about this trackball mouse, and I actually have like a big trackball. It's not. I don't have a mouse. I have just this giant trackball. It's a full-blown, like it's only a trackball. It's actually been pretty good, I'd say. It takes a bit to get used to, but I feel like it's ergonomic, or at least ergonomically better for me. Like I don't have to claw click and stuff like that. And I guess with me using a pen, just scooch around and stuff like that, it feels slightly more comfortable. Obviously, my chair could also do some work, and the ball gets caught in dust too, so that's kind of an issue. There's something to deal with. Big. Now, this is actually supposed to be a. Oh, I gotta remove the pixel. This is supposed to be yours. This is supposed to be like a universal rock texture. It's difficult to but I'm doing my best. Like, once I get the higher spots here, because what I'm trying to do is something that there's this PDF going around of how like 2D games kind of do their, like, how 2D games do the rocks, so let's see if I can't find it. Where things sort of fade into, come on. Things sort of like fade into the shadows a little. And I like how this works, and I want to at least try to get it working like this in the way. Hopefully it'll work. If not, I'm not gonna try too hard about it. Like, for now, I'm gonna try to figure out how I can work in just a good infinite looper. Slightly lighter. Now just to say that this is difficult to convey rocks as anything but. Solid. Erase you. But instead, let's make it larger. Let's make you larger. Just more stupidly large. Put like an outline here, then put an outline. Sorry. Slightly better. Those things are decent. No. I'm more here. Bigger rock, I'll just say, hey, rock's bigger, so here. I do need to, like, fill the area with as much light as possible to kind of just say, hey, this rock area is occupied. Push this. Yeah, well. This kind of looks too rock. But I like it. It kind of works. Oh well. Or two. Then. Convert that to another type map. Wasn't like sprite for horizontal shift H. I'll make it work. Say. Like one big thing that I didn't do is that it's one thing that's interesting is that a lot of this stuff is, I suppose, yeah, this isn't interesting, but I'm pretty decent at making this look all right. That could be really tough. Finding a way to canvas. Push this to be not as simple looking. And like moving that's kind of just wide out a little more. It does make a bit of sense. You know, this is a lot of effort for what's basically like, I need C tiles, really. Like, that's what I need. I need C tiles more than anything. And I don't really need other tiles. I'm kind of blowing a lot of time on what's basically I just need a nice slope, and that's about it. isn't it pasting? Copy. Paste. New layer. Why aren't you copying and pasting? I actually need to like convert to actually back down to a layer and then copy. Whatever. This is so annoying. That's no problem. Just I just realized that I use the same freaking temple tile, the same temple bottom of the lake tile that I use for there's a clip. Got it. Crap. I think we'll use light green for the over water. So sorry. Or better yet, just put it all in black. This makes it see the characters alright. Now the reason I have the bear is just in case. Well, it's mostly like world building. Like, if the owl bears are as large as the bears, it would make sense that they would need to be able to walk into their own doorways as opposed to Cole being a smaller guy. Like, I do need to, like, make, I don't know, a universal owl bear sprite or something like that. Because there is, well, I mean, the owl bears are sort of dead because wars are frequent and magic sucks. That's kind of one of those things where it's like, they're not alive, but their stuff's still around. And because they robbing rocks. See it? That would be like, then a slight white line to kind of just say that, okay, it's sort of like the cues to just sloppy principles. They're not sloppy principles, but kind of like your CD. Needs to be to kind of like think that there's something going on. Other sort of works. I'm gonna make a probably like add in some slightly little cracks or something. Add some silly cracks. Kind of say, hey, this is slightly pretty. I do want to kind of establish that this is very brick focused. One thing that was that totally new about this Borderlands thing is you're seeing suggestions of blocks. You're not like seeing all the rocks. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna see if I can't have a little about that. Also, I'm also going to see that. Yep. I know. You know what? Let's just get rid of the stuff that's outside the clip. You know, I could probably what I actually can do. Actually, no. What I can really do I could probably like slight grit to it, I'd say. Yeah, let's start from the top, actually. Like, let's round you with actual like you and Contagious. Then we just start from big and just go little. Yeah, I know I'm kind of stepping backwards, but I do now slightly figure out what I do. this is actually it's going down. Yeah, because I actually want this to match what's going on. Just slightly more. Yeah, just say, okay, this is the actual entrance of the temple. Let me look at Pinterest once again. I closed Pinterest. I mean, one thing that is good is that I managed to find some decent stone areas. This looks alright. I need, I guess, how they would build slopes. And this is pretty fine for how they made slopes. This slope style where there is some slight work to it. I think I'm gonna go off of this for like the slope. Yeah, that's how I'm doing it. Like this. Certain spots. Bump up. Roughness. Break it apart. Let's add some little spots of brick. That looks fantastic, actually. I think one thing that, you know, this really like, this is in my personal wheelhouse is that this is, you know, this is from doing me, like this is me just embracing ink and paint work. I'm totally crushing it. I'm rocking out with just basic sloppy ass art. It looks sloppy, and I feel like I'm just finally in a groove where I can just press forward. Hey Destiny, how's it going? It's been a while. Sorry for not answering anything. I've kind of just been in deep focus. But yeah, let's figure out how the heck to make bricks look good. Because bricks are painfully uninteresting to draw, really, but they're needed. Like, it's not like you can just have a built building without bricks, really. I'm kind of like trying to like do a bit of a cheat where I have as many broad blocks as possible to kind of just vary up the brick sizes. You've been focusing things too? Yeah, that's good. That's really good. It's good to focus on things because things need to be focused on. I've been trying to like keep things going on the board. I missed a bunch of streams due to cons and stuff, but I'm trying to play catch up with this work on this background. I haven't been working on this background for just months. Like, honestly, both of us, Adam and I, have kind of just been in, I guess, life shit. You know, life gets in the way, as it does. So, we don't really have the ability to dedicate it because, we have lives, we have jobs, and all that stuff, so... that's the typical indie game dev excuse, I'd say. But, that's the truth. That's most people making video games. That's how it is. We're not 12-year-olds with infinite high school time, It's us just doing stuff, and that's the most we can do. Just barely hanging on to our passions as much as we can, and kind of just figuring it out and taking a giant risk on a project that we may or may not know will succeed. I mean, obviously, I want this to succeed. Clearly, obviously, otherwise I won't dedicate so much time to it. So, this needs to succeed. I mean, it doesn't need to succeed. We would be happier if this succeeded. That's how that goes. We're not going to force it, but it would be nice if this, this, meant something. And, there are a few arguments you can make for, why are you making this for profit? You could, just make the game for the love of making the game. It's kind of yeah, I could. But I could also be making a comic for the love of making a comic, because, comics are cool and they take up less time and energy collectively. Probably push this one here. No. But yeah, that's kind of just... that's the nature of it, and I'm not gonna fret too hard about not completing every little goal, because I don't have a deadline. I don't have to check in every week with Adam. Adam's got his stuff, I got my stuff. We know what we need to do, and it's just a matter of just doing it. We're both experts in our field, and Adam is sort of leading the way when it comes to the gameplay stuff. like, you know, the little puzzles and stuff like that for the temple and stuff. And here I am kind of just, you know, making the cool backgrounds and actually making it look good. And that's, you know, that's obviously a good thing. Making stuff actually work. Probably, yeah. I could just add a little bit more. Yeah, I'd say one thing that I'm pretty good at when it comes to just pixel art is I'm able to work with just, you know, 2 colors. Because, well, 2 colors is pretty easy. It's, you know, it's like pen and ink, really. So I can adapt to that no problem. And there are a few other artists who can do, you know, these 2 color styles, but I feel like I'm, well, not uniquely able to, but I can thrive a little better than Adam when it comes to just doing the 2D root stuff. Yes, I should probably take a drink real quick. Take a drink like Jamie from Street Fighter. Or if you get truly drunk, you just have access to more combos. I don't even know if I'm actually gonna buy Street Fighter 6. I just like watching other people play Street Fighter, honestly. Like, I don't play fighting games. I barely played Smash when it was out. I do own Pizza Tower, by the way. I've also actually been able to stream it, kinda. That's been pretty nice. I might play it. I might play it on stream. Play like some weekend or something. Pizza Tower has great music. Pizza Tower makes me want to get pizza. I think the opposite with Pizza Tower. Like, a lot of the stuff with Pizza Tower is like kind of gross. That's kind of like, you know, it's purposely grossing you out. Personally, it's kind of just one of those things where it's like, you know, it doesn't look good. It's that Nickelodeon disgustingness. I have been addicted to watching players like speedrun Pizza Tower, because yeah, Pizza Tower is a great speedrunner's game. Like, I can't wait for 80 because I know Pizza Tower's gonna be in that like, you know, any percent category and stuff like that. Like, I'm confident that Pizza Tower is just gonna attract speedrunners all over the place. You'll endure. Yeah. But yeah, Pizza Tower is pretty great so far. Like, it feels great. Yeah, obviously it feels like Wario Land 4. And what's the feel? It feels slightly tighter. I think the fact that it's on PC, you can like adjust some controls so it feels tighter to play, I'd say. But there are like little things that make it smoother to play than the actual Wario Land. Oh yeah, I really like Pizza Tower. I'm glad they got it done. I think they've been working on it for the past 4 years. Because I remember first seeing it when there was like the Sonic fan games. There were, a bunch of Sonic fan games or something like that. Sage, I think. Yeah, Sage. It's S, I think Sonic and SAG. But it's pronounced Sage. And it's pretty solid. Do a little bit to kind of just bump this, make it a little less easy. Add some grip. That's, another little bit of thing I got like that. Here I am, like, I ended up rounding it out too much. Yeah, my weird perfectionism. Like, but it has to be even. No, it needs to be flawed a little bit more. Like, there are like little spots that I can break out. Like here, like I can add like little things here. Little spots kind of just busted up. And that stuff here. Little bits to kind of just push the rock texture just a wee bit more. But yeah, doing, just any creative task requires not just patience with, the medium, but just patience with yourself. You need to get that self-criticism thing out of your head just long enough to at least get something produced. Because that's kind of the thing that prevents people from actually getting things done, is you're constantly in that spot where, the middle part's awkward, and you don't like the middle part because you feel like it's, it's not correct. It's not like initially correct as you imagine it right off the bat. And, you're still in that awkward middle phase, and, it's supposed to not be initially correct. You're in the awkward middle phase. And a lot of people will stop at that weird awkward middle phase because it's awkward. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look like the thing you envisioned. when really you're not even done. Like, you're not even remotely close to where you need to be with this. And let's see. It does help to have a decent idea of like what you need to do at the start. You know what? This is slightly better. It's kind of weird because it's like, I want to do this. Because I want the backgrounds to blend in more so it doesn't take up the entrance. Because I want the entrance to say, okay, you can walk in here, but you can't walk like off the borders and things like that. Like, that's the basic like gist of this entrance. Like, if you, like, let me see if I can't get rid of the like Control H. Like, basically, like, Cole should be able to, or at least not just Cole, but the player should be able to walk past and not think, oh, I can jump on this. You shouldn't really be able to jump on this, or at least that's what my brain's telling me. Like, that's what I'm trying to like set it up to be. Like, alright, we're going in a thing. We're going in the temple. It's the new Lost Temple. And we're going deeper and deeper inside. And that's the basic gist. And this is the general background. I could probably add some more ground spot to kind of just say, okay, this is the, you know, you're walking on actual ground things. Like, let me see if I can't find Metroid. Because Metroid 2 is pretty decent at kind of just marking. Well, Metroid 2 is actually a bad example because Metroid 2 gets away with just having a black background. You're just rocking just the grays. Like, Virtual Boy Wario Land, it's slightly better because it has like the parallax and stuff like that. You can tell here's the floor and here's the back. It has like the white border. And it has like the interactive borders and the interactive are a much brighter color. Granted, the Virtual Boy has more than 4 colors actually. I think it has, at least not 4 colors, but like 4, it has, I think, 8 tones or whatever, but it has much more tones than the actual game. I just like having virtual stuff because, oh snap, it's indexed? Still, that is cool. It still works. Like, it still has its, it still has 4 colors. There's just, you know, little markings that kind of say, hey, marked like this. But yeah, there's those little things with Wario Land where you can tell which spot is full, like actual interactable, and which is background. Like, it uses a lot of black here. Like, I'd say a lot of the monochrome games use, like, you know, it really uses its lighting on blacks. So that's pretty nice for what I want to do. Where for this, I want to have the doorway like as dark as possible. Probably will like make this dark. color this color. That does indicate, alright, you are entering a new spot. In fact, I'd probably like to make it slightly smaller to, you know, denote, or at least delineate, hey, you are entering a new spot. Like, I could probably, I could add one more. Yeah, one thing that I wish that Aseprite has would be the ability to select multiple tiles and then paint with those. I think that should be like a new update for Aseprite, is just select multiple tiles and just paint with all of them. Unless I can do it. In which case, I don't know how I do that. Yeah, well. I could probably figure something out. I just realized I haven't even drank any water at all. Right. Right. I mean, kind of like it. It's just now it looks like it's a smaller fit than it normally is. But it looks okay. Walk inside. This would probably be like a stairway. We'll probably make a basic stairway tile. Because I think Castlevania has included stairways. Close to Castlevania. But, you know, this would work for just basic stairway stuff, let's say. What I actually want to do is sorry. I keep coughing. I'm sick today. And I've been sick most of today. Yeah, let's start from scratch. Duplicate. I think it's, yeah, controls. What's a shortcut for this game? We don't have to. You know what? Let's add symmetry to it too. There's the symmetry thing. Is that a script? Yeah, I'll just copy and paste it. Let's take one, copy and paste you, and now totally freaking genius. What I need to be doing right now is delineating where bricks are. Because this is supposed to be a curb. Looks fantastic. Is it like cold? Yeah, I think it's a cold. My dad's been coughing a lot. And he's passed it to me. That's what happens when you live at home. Come home sick, it's very likely you'll be sick. So that's been a pain in the butt. Luckily, it hasn't been bad enough that I need to be bedridden. Now I can actually copy this. What's a shift? Yep. Alright, now it's remotely even. I'll just do this. Freaking love that soundtrack. Is Bloodstained a good game? I don't actually know. It's... Well, I mean, it's alright. I like it. I played it before Symphony of the Night, and I was fine with it. Not like a giant Castlevania stan. Like, I'd say I play a lot more of the NES. Like I played like the pre-Symphony Castlevanias more than I played the Metroidvania Castlevanias. And I've been alright with them. But yeah, I'd say Bloodstained's a fine game. You know, I mean, in terms of like weapons, like it's a good game about its weapons. Like, I'd say the Castlevania series is really good with melee weapons. Like, compared to, with Metroid and stuff like that, where you're shooting more often. Well, actually, I'd say most Metroidvanias are more in the vein of Castlevania than Metroid, because a lot of them are not really shooting. Those are more melee weapon focused. I mean, it's not a bad thing. Like, I'm not gonna crap on them for not, like, doing, the exact, like, full-blown Metroid system. It's kind of just one of those things. I don't mind it. I don't mind the, I guess, indie game trend of like, every game is a freaking Metroid. I'm not a freaking dumb psycho who's like, I hate this trend of indie games. Like, if indie games need to be about depression, fuck it. Indie games are about depression. Like, who am I to tell you how to make video games? I'm not the one at your computer. You're the one making it, not me. I mean, I don't even know if I'll even play them because, one, I don't even have the money to play most of the indie games. You can do fighting game inputs in Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Yeah, you can. Yeah, and I'm bad at them. I have been able to do Dark Metamorphosis, which is quarter circle forward, I think. No, it's 2 quarter circle or something like that. No, it's back forward, actually. I forget how Dark Metamorphosis works, but I did do it once. It lets you, like, heal from bleeding enemies. But where I am currently, there aren't many bleeding enemies. Oops. Yeah. They're also like, there aren't many, I'd say, I guess, non-fighting game games that use fighting game inputs, really. Like, Virtua Fighter has, like, Virtua Quest, where you basically play an RPG version of Virtua Fighter, which is actually an amazing idea for, like, a campaign. I'm surprised more fighting games haven't plundered that from Virtua Fighter, because that's a fantastic idea of Virtua Quest. I think Shenmue, or Shenmue, or however pronounce it. I think it used to use the Virtua Fighter system before it went to something else. I don't remember off the top of my head, but it was like doing the Virtua Fighter thing, because I think it was on. Well, Yu Suzuki was using it, but also it was a similar engine. So that's kind of just how it was doing it. Sorry. I do like that this looks cleaner compared to the other version I had, because yeah, this one, it looks a little unwieldy, but this one, well, on one hand it looks cleaner, but on the other hand it looks slightly, I guess, looks more professional looking. It looks more coherent. a lot of fans didn't like the new Shenmue. I'm assuming you're still talking about Shenmue. Shenmue. Yeah, apparently it's not as apparently it wasn't worth the wait. Also, it's not even halfway through the story, which that's probably the most bananas thing. They didn't even finish the story. And apparently Yu Suzuki's like, oh, there's 9 more games I want to make. I'm like, no. Like, I'm glad he managed to... Well, actually, no, I think Yu Suzuki's now arrested. No, that's Yuji Naka. Yuji Naka is currently arrested. I think Yu Suzuki is doing some other stuff, but Yuji Naka's arrested for, I think, tax evasion or whatever. Like, it was some kind of finance crime. But you have to be in some real hairy trouble to, like, get into some crime with Japan. But yeah, it's kind of just one of those things where I guess those old Sega devs are kind of, I guess, falling past their, I wouldn't say they're past their prime. Like, I'm sure they can make a game fine. But I feel like the old Sega people are directionless. Like, since there's no console that they're constantly pushing for, they aren't really able to, I guess, make those Sega games of old that really just did well. Like that Dreamcast era of experimentation and all that stuff, you know, like constantly figuring out just new, completely different, not just aesthetics, but just new gameplay styles with like the Samba de Amigo controller and the Sega Tamagotchi thing that was in the Dreamcast controller. I remember like playing a little bit of like the Dreamcast, like when I was getting like the actual original Dreamcast. I played only a demo of Sonic Adventure 1, and I never actually beat Sonic Adventure 1 until Director's Cut, which apparently is the worst version of Sonic Adventure, but I wouldn't know. It's the only game that I know, which is probably like colors my perception of 3D Sonic games overall. I'm kind of like, my only experience with Sonic stuff is the 3D Sonic games, and I played like a little bit of Sonic Advance, and I beat Sonic Heroes, or at least I beat 3 out of the 4 stories. I think I beat Shadow's story in Heroes. And let's see. Never played any of the Boost games or the Wii games, nothing like that. Yeah. Haven't played Sonic Frontiers. I own Sonic Mania, and weirdly enough, I've been playing Sonic Mania without like doing the save thing. So I was like, every time I play Sonic Mania, I never like play it on a save file. I'm playing it on Mania mode without saving. So it feels like, I feel like I'm trying to like do it as kind of a run-based game as opposed to like a progress-based game. And that's probably like half the reason why I haven't really gotten too much done with Sonic Mania. One time, Yuji Naka told the Sonic Extreme devs good luck, knowing they were having a development. I'm guessing like a development, knowing they were they weren't even gonna be developing. They probably got kicked or whatever. I forget how Sonic Extreme worked. I know like Sonic Extreme was kind of like completely warped because I think the Sonic Extreme was a Saturn game, which means I think the Dreamcast was just right around the corner. They didn't even tell them. Which is, I'd say, fairly good management. Like, if you're just gonna do that, that's just gonna screw you. What is this? Adding a bunch of details where they sort of read, but they can't. Okay. That works. That started to look better and better in a way. Alright, let's test a slightly brighter rock out of the sea. Let's try on this one. Actually, no. I want, this color. And I want this. Yeah, it blends. Let's push this up. But better yet, no. Threatening Sega that Yuji Naka will quit because the US Sonic Extreme devs are using the NiGHTS build. Wow. What? That is petty. Wow. I mean, NiGHTS is okay, but it's like... I mean, I'm sure NiGHTS is a fine game. I'm sure it has fans, but NiGHTS isn't that interesting of a game. Sheesh. Yeah, that's kind of like the thing when it comes to, I guess, auteurs and, I guess, star directors and stuff like that. When they get egos, it tends to make things tougher and tougher. And you can deal with, like, just development or like just collaborations halting because one person wants to be the star. And I totally get that, like, especially when you're like the person who came with the idea and you really don't want that idea to work up, and it's really, really tough to let it go, like let go of your baby and let someone else hold on to it. And you have to basically blindly trust the other person to, like, do right by the vision that, let's be honest, is still hazy. Like, no matter how perfect your vision is, it's still super hazy, I'd say. Like, it's very likely you actually don't know what you're doing. You know, you're not gonna know every tiny little bit of detail. That's something that I'm actually contending with myself. It's kind of like, alright, I am kind of like slightly stressed out because it's like, you know, I'm worried that Black Mass is not gonna be seen as though how I see it. And how I see it is probably not even what it's supposed to be. probably, it's entirely possible that I might be holding it back from it being good, because I'm too scared of that unknown factor. So that's kind of just what I need to contend with, is just, just letting, collaborating, the real collaboration, and just making it work. So, you gotta figure it out. Like Nintendo. Yeah, Nintendo tends to, have, specific superstar director, but I feel like, I'd say compared to most other most other developers, Nintendo's the better of them. Shigeru Miyamoto probably is straightforward. He probably is tough to work with if you're not, used to, I guess, Japanese culture directing. I'm not even sure, I've never, worked at a Japanese office. There's probably, clear... Japan has that clear hierarchy system with the, sans, samas, and stuff like that, so it's... they probably are more used to a person just having control and you kind of just shutting up and going forward. As opposed to America, where it's much more, I guess, individualistic and slightly more, there's other people able to contribute in some little way, and if it gets bad, it can hit a point where everybody's trying to outshine each other instead of, being, instead of collaborating on the right thing. It's like a band trying to do their own solo instead of being a band. You got the bassist and the guitarist fighting or something like that. And you can't really be a band if you're constantly trying to one-up each other. Someone has to take the lead in that, and you kind of gotta... Sometimes you kind of gotta bite the bullet and, believe in their expertise in a way. That's kind of just one of those things that I've been, trying to just not be as nutty about. There are some, decisions that I do worry that Adam suggests to me that's are we gonna balloon our scope like this if we go forward? And one thing that I've been making sure of doing is actually just broaching that subject to him as much as I can, so I'm not just bottling it up and not saying anything. I at least am trying to make it more of a habit, just asking, okay, why are you making this decision? And, I'm keeping him accountable to kind of explain to me why, and then, it's mostly a decent reason, and I kind of just explain why I'm asking the question. And this kind of derives from, I've been on a Mike Monteiro kick. He's a graphic designer guy. He made the, or at least he did the writing seminar fucking page, where he pretty much just tells freelancers how to have a spine. Basically, you can get paid by just having spine. I like Mike Monteiro because he will convince me that yes, you can just be a tough artist as long as you can just have, you can be a better freelancer by just making sure that you keep yourself, keep your client accountable to you, make sure that you don't get screwed, make sure you have your contract signed, make sure that you're not, completely high and dry in most of these deals, and constantly communicate with your client, so you're not constantly getting revisions you're not explaining your process well enough. And Mike Monteiro is pretty good at getting you to not just be the creative, but be a designer who does a job, basically. Like, designs a job, as he says, and you are absolutely responsible for the design you make. Like, no one else is doing it but you at the computer. No one's holding your hand with the pen and stuff like that. You're the one who's designing, so you are responsible for the good in the world. Obviously, there are some things, but it's like Monteiro's pretty good with like just general, just being good as a graphic designer. Well, not just a designer, but just making not just creative work, but just working. Like, just working. Like, he is really good at kind of just knowing work and doing good work and making sure that you do right by your client. And that's been pretty good for me, like learning just freelancing in general. But yeah, I totally recommend Mike Monteiro's the long seminar. In fact, yeah, let me just link the YouTube video for anyone who's interested. Let me see, Mike Monteiro. Alright. Alright, Monteiro, fuck you, pay me. Bada boom. And there it is. And then I'll just drop it in there, nice and snug. So if you ever want to learn how to work, if you ever want to learn how to just do the work, yeah, you'll be able to do it fine. So here's a link. And after the stream, you can just watch that and kind of just get yourself in the world of, I guess, just taking commissions, basically, because this is probably the best resource when it comes to, like, okay, this is what artists need to be like when it comes to taking commissions and doing commissions, and that relationship with doing commissions overall. I just realized that if the light is going down up, it would probably be this way. Yeah, probably like in this direction, actually. Show you. Not completely done yet, but what I'm going for is basically Let's fuck it. I'm just gonna. Man, this dither brush is such a crutch for me, but I just love like making a dither brush. Sure, it's a crutch, but I still like the dithering. The dither brush is just a fast way to kind of just get softer shadows without committing to heavier shadows. This looks great. And I feel like I should not even have done this. What I really need to have done is should have marked here. Mark here. Then I like this. Let's see. Space Hulk. Oh yeah, I know about Space Hulk. Yeah, it's that's an Amiga game, I believe. And yeah, I've seen Space Hulk. It's pretty solid. Has some decent sprite work. And it's kind of funny. I own yeah, it really has like aliens. Yeah, basically Space Hulk was just Warhammer being like, you know, we can like make a tabletop mode where, you know, you're just doing aliens and that's about it. That's mostly what Warhammer is. Just take the dark sci-fi stuff and just make it a game. It's like if, like what's a nice equivalent? It's like if, I guess, maybe, oh, I know. It's like if, Among Us had a level where it took place in the North Pole. You know, it's kind of just like that. Where it's in the North Pole, you have a bunch of Huskies, and, you know, that's basically what you're doing in Among Us. And for those who don't know, you know, I'm talking about The Thing, like the movie The Thing. That's basically what Among Us is based on, is just The Thing. Or at least the fun of like, oh, what's the imposter? Like it's a thing, like, healing. yeah. Like, I don't know who else is watching this right now. Yeah, as far as I know, there's children watching my stream right now who probably are just here to watch this guy. Watch this guy that has a weird Minecraft style. Like this weird green Minecraft art style. Just do stuff. There are probably people who think that I'm just doing like Minecraft texturing right now. Like that's I probably need to give them a little bit more credit than this, but it's like that's kind of just my faith in people's knowledge and of retro game stuff is just, you know, in the context of Minecraft, really. I almost got it. Yeah, because I'd say like there weren't really many, like in terms of just the retro game art style, like Minecraft's the closest to just that era of like games where it was like all low poly and not supposed to look cutting edge. Like obviously like Minecraft is all squares and stuff like that, but really it's basically a non-game. Like nobody's gonna remember like, you know, there was a time where just the Nintendo just had a 2 frames per second game and stuff like that, and that's all you really had. Like everything looked vaguely cloudy. Nice though. Yeah. There. I'll add more. I'll keep you. Looks slightly better. It's nice and like you can see the black under it. What I'm trying to like make sure that it does is it blends into the shadows a little easier. So far, I'm sculpting a new shadow as I go, and that's been pretty good. I will say that this is the most progress I've ever made on this in, I'd say, a few weeks. Like, I've had a bad month of just developing Black Mask, I'd say. And honestly, I mean, I shouldn't be beating myself up about it. Like, I'm not on a deadline. They haven't, like, exchanged money. Like, I have nothing to worry about. I think it's probably just the pressure of just being able to say, hey, I'm not like I'm not joshing you when it comes to saying, yes, I'm making a video game. I'm not Yandere Dev. Yeah, this actually will exist. I'm a working professional, and I know how to finish things. This at all. Pizza Mania. Yeah, I just recently put Pizza Tower in my playlist, so it's kind of like there's so much new stuff in the playlist. I also found out the Axiom Verge music hasn't been playing at all, so I'm like, fuck. Gotta like get the Axiom Verge music back to working. Why is this theme so cool? Yeah, this theme's much quieter compared to the other songs. Alright, I'm probably gonna wrap myself. It's already 9:30. So far it's looking slightly better. So far it's looking slightly better. There's still a few things that probably look. The brickwork's a little more boring, actually. Have a good night. Now let me see if I can't find the original mock-up I did. Oh yeah, have a good night, Destiny. Now let me see if I can't find the initial mock-up. So, save. So here's the initial, yes, here's the original. Then here's the... See if I can. Alright. I mean, so far it looks slightly better. I could probably stand to make this more of a clear line than this. I think I've kind of like sacrificed the cleanness of this line compared to this. I could probably like make this dark color or something like that. I could probably make the brick dark too. I could probably just add a statue. Let's see, do I have any other owl statues that could really, like... I don't like this statue at all. For what I need. I hope I don't need to make another statue, because that would actually suck. I think I might need to make another owl statue. Save. Put you in here because you are supposed to be my universal tile. Do want to like save these into pieces. C4. I feel like I kind of like ruined the simplicity of these rocks, kind of. Ugh. Should have used the other bricks, actually. Next time we'll just use the other bricks. Let's see, pillar. At least take you. Big. I mean, so far so good. It's okay. I made progress. I should just put back to statue. I do probably need to make another statue. I like add a set of more rocks. It is what it is. Should at least do this. This sort of works, but it kind of doesn't. Like, flexible. I kind of feel like I ruined the clarity. Oh well. Alright, I'll let go for now. This is slightly better. Needs to look like the background going away. Let's see. Side. A statue like this. I can't believe I've spent 2 hours kind of just realizing, oh, this actually just doesn't work. But what I really want is like a group of the patterns going forward. Like once I figure out what this brick pattern is going to be, make everything else just much easier. Well. I think I'll just wrap the stream for now. I'll be uploading my YouTube stuff. I'll upload on YouTube if you like. Yeah, that's where you can find my stream archives if you're looking for them. Just look up Or at least Massive Fan streams. Or Massive Fan art streams. So let's put the channel here. Alright, and then let's check if we need to raid those all at once. Okay. Even playing. What is even playing? Yeah, well. Anyway, I'm going to head to bed now. I'll check you all much later. Have a good night.